Hello, my name is Johnny. Welcome to another Marvel Character Talk. Today we're going to be looking at these mainly Jack Kirby covers for Giant Man and Hulk and Tales to Astonish. Like, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, like, reply, and share. I'm going to go through them one at a time. This is when Hulk joined the magazine. This one has a date stamp on it from back in the day, July 1st, 64. So they're always about 3 months earlier. So it's October. I have two copies of this one. You can see this one's a nicer one. Look at the difference of the color there. And then Hulk, especially the Hulk. Really great Kirby, getting his toes correct and everything when he draws them on that one. So very cool. Number 60, so we got 60 through 69. After 69, they kicked Hank Pym and Janet Van Dyne out of his own book and added the Submariner. And so that wasn't that cool. And at the same time, they changed the roster for the first time in the Avengers, so you didn't see Jan and Hank for about a year until they came back, and then he became Goliath. So very nice cover here, a split book, classic split book with the cover like that, right down the middle, Giant Man and Incredible Hulk, and they added in there, so it's Giant Man and the Wasp there. And this, the Giant Mans were drawn by different people, but most of these are Steve Ditko drawn, the Hulk. He had drawn the last time Hulk had his own magazine, was issue number 6. At the that was canceled at the beginning of 1963. So, and he made guest appearances, and then, of course, the early Avengers, and then he finally got his own stories back. And then they're going to start to introduce the leader and so forth, and they're pretty cool. This one's a nice cover, too. Like the coloring on his pants. He's trapped by Thunderbolt Ross. And there's the Giant Man. So that's 61. A couple of these too. A couple of these they have duplicates because some had the pinups cut out. So I wanted to get complete. And this one's a lot better shape than this one. And this one has the pinup. See somebody back at... Somebody wrote 64 on there. So we got the Hulk breaks loose and attacks the Chameleon. So this is like the first appearance of the Chameleon outside of Spider-Man. He was only in issue 1 and 15 and a little bit in Suspense 58 or 9 when he was with Craven and they were going to fight Iron Man, but they get beaten right away, so they don't really count that. So here he is here, but his face is faced that way. And there's a Giant Man. Fights for his life against the Wasp. How did it happen? So that's 62. And here's 63. I think this is the first appearance, or the full appearance, of the leader. I think he appeared in a cameo in that one. Giant Man discovers the record. Incredible Hulk. It's a greater than ever Titan rides the train. Undoubtedly Comicdom's biggest double feature for 12 cents. Nowadays on a regular keyboard they don't even have a cents figure. They took that away. Used to be on the typewriter. So here's 64. Tuma just appeared a couple of issues before in his first appearance in Fantastic Four 33. Great cover, great Kirby Giant Man and coloring on that. And then I like all those little pink humanoids that the leader had, the humanoid horde strikes. I have some of those in the Marvel Hero Clicks, and I get a bunch of them. So have one with the leader and around the Hulk. It's pretty cool. That's 64. There's the cover corner there. They changed it right away here because of the new Giant Man. So he's got his helmet on. This is a nice cover here. Giant Man looks pretty good. I didn't reread this one yet, exactly why he added the helmet and then this part and so forth, and then a different belt than he was wearing. So you can see in there, it's just black there. Now he's got a whole different thing. So he only had this look for these few issues, and then a couple of issues of Avengers 13, 14, 15, and he was gone by 16, and then he'd come back as himself and then change into the Goliath name and costume. Very nice. Incredible Hulk on a rampage behind the Iron Curtain. I always like the way they do the Hulk's pants. They're the purple pants, but they get colored with a very light purple and almost pink or a violet. I have 2 issues of this one for some reason. Neither one's that great in condition. This one's, I guess, a little better. The Menace of the Madame Macabre. Who is the unexpected guest villain? Very briefly, the Mandarin was in there. And this one has the MMS Wants You, Mary Marvel Marching Society on there. The club was new, so they put that on the cover for a couple of issues. And then here's the Hulk plus the power, Dr. Banner. And then this one's another great split one, and the Hulk looks terrific. I think they reused this artwork on one of the posters they put out. And then it's got the Mims there, sticker. The Hidden Man and his Rays of Doom. Where strides the behemoth? There he is, bouncing away, and jets after him. And this one's more of a bluish, without the pinkish tone on there. Very good, very nice. So between that one and the first one, Hulk's looking great. Both Jack Kirby. Really cool. Okay, so that was 67. And then 68. The villain in here is, he's not in uniform, I don't think, but it's Human Top, who later became the Whirlwind. So he's fighting him there. So there's Giant Man there in his outfit. You just see part of him, and he's real big. And then Back from the Dead, Major Talbot, Bruce Banner, the leader, Rick Jones, Betty Ross, and General Ross were the things. They introduced Major Talbot in issue number 61. Leader looks cool. And then look at this for the last Giant Man. He's getting squeezed right off the cover of his own book. And let's see. Both of these, they don't even show the Wasp. Usually they work the Wasp in the cover. There's the cover corner up there. Cover date July. So that came out, what is that? April. See the old green skin trapped in the lair of the leader. There's the leader there. And then here, this I believe was a 2-part story. And then they kind of gives up being Giant Man and the Wasp, and they're just going to be private lives for a while. And by this time, 67 was the last one that Ditko did all the Hulks, and then he stopped doing that because he was already doing Spider-Man, and then the short half book story of Doctor Strange. So I guess he didn't want to do that anymore. Whatever, he was gone, and they bring in Jack Kirby a little bit, and then Jack Kirby couldn't draw the whole thing, so he did what they called layouts. And then the art started to change and so forth, and different things as they went on. So after this, 70 is Hulk and Submariner, and that book went to 101. And then they used the number 102 for the first issue in 1968, first new issue of the Hulk, Incredible Hulk, by himself. So he had the first 6, then the run in Tales to Astonish. Then they picked it up again in 1968 with his own. So I'll just go back here. Look here. So I like Silver Age the best, even though I was too young to collect them at that time. I started collecting myself in the Bronze Age. And I really like these early ones and the artwork and everything. good covers. And it's kind of fun having a split book like this, the story, and instead of having individual stories, which most of the Giant Man were, the Hulk was sort of a running serial for a while until they started switching off in a few more issues where they'd have shorter stories. It wasn't one kind of long thing that he was doing when Ditko was there. So there we go. 61. And then this one. Get a real minty one, of this one's a little bit pricey. This one wasn't too bad. So that's a look at Giant Man and Hulk and Tales to Astonish. Hope you enjoyed it. More Marvel character talk to come. Thanks for watching.